Welcome back to Scotch on Scotch. I am Kevin, joined by Ryan and Chase.
What's up?
How you doing?
A little hungover today, but I'm ready for a little hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah, I hear you were out drinking, Halloweening.
I don't normally do, but you know
Passing
what?
flyers
It
out?
was a really great evening. I was out mingling with people, and I had an opportunity to wear my kilt. So I said, anytime I get to do that, I'm going to wear it. And it was awesome. And I actually had people buying me drinks. That's another reason why I was out.
How many? How many did they buy for
I
you?
ended up having 6 Guinness in like 4 hours.
So I got to say, as a man, when someone else buys you a drink, because that never really happens.
No.
It's a good friend or a really good occasion, special occasion, your birthday.
Yep.
So it wasn't your birthday.
Nope. It was actually a
Was
woman.
it a good friend?
It was a woman that was actually picking me up, which is definitely a welcomed change.
I got to tell y'all, the kilt is a powerful thing.
It really is. It really is.
Men that are
She
afraid to
loved
wear
it.
a kilt, come hang out with us. We'll get rid of that for you.
I can't tell you how many people, oh, you're wearing a skirt. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've only heard that 1,000 times. Sure, whatever.
It's a Scottish dude skirt.
But yeah, the women, I can't tell you how many times, what are you wearing under there? I'm like, if you really want to know, you got to find out, and that shuts them up. But no, she came up to me, and I was telling Kevin this earlier. I was at the bar and it was super busy, and I'm trying to get a beer, and I'm a dude in a kilt, and there's other people and women in the bar, and so they're getting served first, and I'm just trying to flag the bartender down to get a Guinness. And this woman down at the other end saw me, and she was up, and she heard, Guinness, I just need a Guinness, man. I just need a Guinness. She comes over and she goes, I hear you need a Guinness. And she handed me a Guinness, and I'm like, I love you. And so she's like, hey,
Chase is a simple man. It
yeah,
doesn't take much.
She's like, come to our table and let's all chat. And so we started chatting, and that's all I want to say on the subject.
Wear your kilts, men.
Yes.
Wear them.
Wear
wear 'em
them and wear 'em
proud.
with pride. Yep.
I don't care if it's above your knee or below your knee. It's still a skirt.
That night I did have it above my knee because I wanted to feel the breeze. Still a little humid in Florida.
Okay, so genuine question.
Yes.
Women asking men if they're wearing underwear or not, or what's, quote, under their kilt,
Mm-hmm.
acceptable or not.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a two-way street. I know where Ryan's going with this.
I get it.
I don't have a problem with it.
I may or may not be going where you may think
I know
I'm
where
going.
you're trying to
I know
go.
where you're going.
It's one of those funny things, right? You say that to a woman, you're going to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You probably have several knuckle prints in your face, get thrown out of the bar,
But listen to
But
this.
when you're a dude,
Yeah.
it's a double standard.
Well,
It's a double
that's what Kevin
very
says. Like, we're simple creatures. It's like, yeah, I'll tell you what's under here. I don't care.
I'll show you. Here you
yeah,
go.
yeah, exactly.
And that's how you also get thrown out of the bar.
And I mean, I obviously wear my
If-
kilt on St.
Look,
Patrick's
if
Day.
you hear somebody later go, here, hold my scotch, you'll find out.
Yeah.
If you didn't find out then, you'll find out later because
Yeah.
they're probably doing a flip or something stupid.
Yeah. Well, I wear my kilt every St. Patrick's Day, and I can't tell you how many times I get that question. And then I had last St. Patrick's Day, this woman literally, I said, she goes, what do you got underneath there? I was like, you really want to know? You got to find out. She put her drink down and started running her hands up my legs, not on the inside, the outside of my legs, until she got to where there should have been underwear. And she goes, oh my God. Now, obviously it didn't look like that from a bystander across the way looking to see this woman's hands going up my kilt. But
Did
Yeah.
she say, oh my God, because you weren't wearing any, or oh my God, because you were wearing panties instead of underwear?
nope, no panties. Not that night.
Just wanted to make sure.
All right. So
So we've got 3 bottles of delicious looking liquor.
yeah.
Yeah, we do. So I know last time we were talking about Old Pulteney,
Oh, yeah.
which I brought this time. And unfortunately, there's way less of it than I thought. So we're going to have
That
to savor
bottle.
this. This is like,
We're going to have to get another bottle.
Sexy.
Oh,
Sexy
yeah,
bottle.
I think we try it tonight. And then depending on what happens here, we're going to have to get another bottle.
Yeah,
no matter
100%.
what.
The bottle is in the shape of a still, the top, the neck.
Yes. It does
Pot
remind me
still,
of a pot
an old
still.
pot still.
There you go.
That's so cool.
And then we've got a mystery
first.
Irish.
We do
First.
have a mystery Irish. That's not the mystery Irish.
That is not the
This
mystery
is the
Irish.
That's the Old
Pulteney.
Pulteney.
I want to open the mystery Irish
The
tonight.
mystery Irish, I know nothing about other than our. What's the term for like the Scotch version of a sommelier? Is it a scotalier?
Drunkard.
a drunkard. So Chris, who does our whiskey tasting, recommended this one last time. It was quick response too. So we will see.
I'm going to start with Old Pulteney.
Yeah, we're definitely going to start with Old Pulteney in a few minutes here.
I wish we had a better.
Actually,
Cork.
it is a whiskey sommelier. Is what you call him.
It's a whiskey sommelier.
Yeah.
So he's still a sommelier
or a whiskey master.
Already?
Yeah, I forgot.
Rude.
Sins. And then we've got a return.
Tops off.
Yeah, we've got a repeat. McConnell's, the Irish from, was it last time or the time before?
It was 2 times before.
2 times before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was like
The
2 times
McConnell's.
back.
This is the one from the, was it 1776
Yeah.
brewery?
Yep,
Distillery.
family distillery brought back from the dead. It was
Dude.
the same one that we did with the Bulcrotic.
Mm,
Yeah.
Same episode.
Bruichladdich.
Bruichladdich, sorry.
I love how you try to pronounce that.
I did
The
too.
funny thing is, we're all probably mispronouncing
Oh,
the
God,
crap
100%.
out of it anyway.
I'm gonna look at these comments and I'm gonna go.
Bruichladdich. I used to say Bruichladdich. I was like,
Bruichladdich.
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 It's a fine Bruichladdich, sir.
And we called it the golden ring instead of a bathtub ring, right?
Yeah, it's not a bathtub.
Look at that
No one-
golden ring around there.
No one wants to think about your bathtub rings.
Can we just stop and talk about the golden ring on this glass? It's fantastic.
Oh, it actually really is. Look at that.
It's so pronounced. The legs just
So this
they're
is
slow starting and then they
This
whip
isn't-
down.
Well, actually-
the Old Pulteney they were talking about. It is a 12-year from Caithness.
So it's from Wick, which is where Caithness is. This is the officially unofficial official Scotch of Clan Sinclair. It's made up in the north end where the Sinclairs are, where Castle May is.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Says it.
Castle May.
Mm-hmm. That's it's owned by the crown. The Queen loves it. The recently departed loved. Early 19th century Wick was a central part of the herring fishing industry, and Old Pulteney whiskey was a staple for the fishermen. Despite prohibition in the 1920s, leading to a decline in production, Old Pulteney remained a beloved Scotch with a storied history. Ooh. Legend has it that sailors from Wick would celebrate with Old Pulteney before heading out to sea, believing it brought them luck and safe passage.
It even says the maritime malt on the bottle. So yeah, it's got a very rich.
And you know what's interesting is, like, I did not think I was going to like this. I was really worried because when I met the Sinclairs, I'm like, these are my people.
Mhm.
And I can't hate our Scotch.
You ready? This is another kind of test drink I've never had before.
Nice.
I didn't have
first
this
time.
last year.
All right, first test. I'm not going to tell you what I think. I'm going to let you say.
I smell apple. The first thing I get off of it is apple.
Crisp apple.
Salty sea air.
Yeah, I definitely get like a sea foam.
But the one that punches me in the face is like
I get that apple.
red apple.
It's like, I'm getting a candied green apple.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
what
just
I was
get
thinking,
that
crisp.
Oh yeah, the like really crisp apple is where I'm getting.
If you go real deep, you can get like that creme brulee, like he's talking about, that coating on that apple. Yeah.
Dude, look
Okay.
at the
caramel.
legs. They are still up
The
there.
golden ring is
The golden ring is still up there.
It's not coming down.
Top of the glass, not coming down. It's interesting because it washes down super quick and then the legs come.
Yes.
And the ring is just sitting up there. I mean, almost like cough syrup. And this is by no means that type of viscosity.
It's
And then there's
a very light golden. It's not an amber. What would you call that? A blonde.
blonde.
This is like a
honey-
blonde.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
honeyed blonde.
Yeah.
Don't you talk about my woman that way. Is she a honeyed blonde if she's in a relationship?
Yes.
I guess.
All right. What's your first notes? Your
It's light. It's not
It is.
very. It's not very alcohol forward at all.
you could tell that because the color, for sure.
You're gonna have to pass that around. I need to have that smell from.
So for everybody that can't
It's
see,
spicy.
it is spicy.
I love
on the
that
back
spice.
end. There's
Yes.
a spice, like almost a cinnamony,
Cinnamony,
spice.
nutmeggy, maybe,
Yeah.
and not an allspice, but
No, it's like a candied apple, like a
I'm
spicy,
telling you.
almost like an apple cider.
would you say like a cinnamon stick
Smell that.
cider?
Yeah.
You want
like
me to
when you
smell it?
you do an
So
apple cider.
Ryan just handed me this thing called a rum
So it's a rum taster.
taster.
Imagine like a more fat bottom Glencairn that somebody stuck their thumb up the bottom of and kind of created a dimple right in the middle of this glass with a
Donut
comes
shape?
to a taper. Yeah. It's like a donut shape at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes up to a taper. The taper's twice as big as a Glencairn, and then it flares out at the top. And so
Right.
everything you put in there, you get this almost sweeter, more relaxed, open flavor with it. And we did some tests. We're just playing around with it, but like we did some tests where we had we had Scotch in a regular rocks glass, a Glencairn, and then this rum taster. Smelled and tasted different in all of them.
I'm going to tell you something after you smell it. I don't want to pollute your thought. But with that glass, I just got a real deep whiff. I almost get like a charred banana. How stupid does that sound? Or do you get it? Like,
But
you
it's
see what
just-
I mean? Like, it's not a straight banana like you just peeled it. Like, it's been
It's like
charred.
more like not a banana, but of a plantain.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
Plantain. It's that
it's
kind of-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a not a stone fruit, but a
Well, and
like a
I
grilled
think
or-
that's the sea air, right? Because you normally
Okay.
get saltiness up on the north regions. And that's why I was really worried I wasn't going to like it. But every time I taste this, I get that kind
Then
of,
there's the creme brulee in there.
Mhm.
but
Yep.
it's not like a sweet creme brulee.
No,
it's not
it's-
like the kind
wanna
that
try it?
covers your tongue and you wish you had a gallon of milk with you,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Any different?
Not the flavor off the taste, but the nose is definitely different.
Yeah, different nose.
Definitely a different nose.
I like nosing
So
with it.
interestingly enough, I think this is the one. I don't know if I told this last time or not. They drink this like 50-50.
Yeah.
So they will add as much water to what's in the glass. And I thought they were just messing with me because while they're telling me this, they're telling Jen about the inviting her to come haggis hunting with them.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And I'm sitting there trying not to fall out laughing. But of course, at the same time, I'm like, wait a second. You guys are splitting this 50-50. You're telling me you just pour a ton of water in there. Are y'all messing with me?
No.
But no, more people came in the room and they just started doing it. I'm like, okay, no, this is real. Watched them at the games, same thing. So apparently overseas, that's how they do it. And it's real well known, I guess, because the Earl was there.
I just kind
playing
of-
around. Wow, that's more than twice.
Okay, so in this rum glass, the nose is definitely much more pronounced and prominent.
is.
I love it. But the flavor, I got to say, like it didn't have as much of a bite on the forward.
Oh, it totally takes the bite away.
It took the sting or the bite out a little
that's
bit.
true.
It's still mouth coating. That's
It is
why
very
it's got
mouth-coating.
that golden ring around there. It coats the glass.
Mhm.
That is just a very well-rounded Scotch. It's
So-
light enough for a person who Scotch. They turn their nose up for a Scotch. That's what my grandfather drank. My drunk uncle, whatever.
Yeah,
No,
this is
delicious.
not
So
what,
even
when you talk
after-
about Scotch, not
No.
even for a space side. You
Even
know,
after
I wouldn't
adding
even
the
think.
water to it, like I added a fair pour to
yeah, I
this.
saw that.
It's the rings are still very hangy-on-y. Not as much, obviously, but the legs are there and the rings are there.
Y'all, I'm all about this rum glass.
I know you are.
It is, and maybe it's a taste profile thing because I love sweet,
I'm sad
thick.
you didn't bring one for everyone
Maybe we'll just have to get our own line.
because I mean we've all been just licking the rim as we're drinking it too.
Thank God it's got high enough alcohol content.
You're right, Sláinte, brother.
Especially with Chase here.
Oh, God. Especially not telling us his stories from last night.
Yeah.
Y'all, I got to tell you, this rum glass makes it a whole nother animal.
All right, so we finished. Literally, the Old Pulteney is gone. It's finished.
I'm still sipping on it.
I meant the bottle. The bottle.
Yeah, the bottle is empty.
So next,
Long
would
live the
be-
Old Pulteney.
Yep. Okay, so question, guys. Do we want to start doing like a rating, like out of 10? What do we give them out of 10?
And then we could do an aggregate
Yeah,
at the
and
end,
at
like
the
an
end we have
average.
a winner, and we drink that one with.
Nah,
our celebration.
we just
I'm open.
I really like that because
I'm just
it
wondering
starts
if we
debate.
should-
It starts conversations.
I think out of 5 is probably a better scale.
But a wider scale gives us
we do
more to say.
But it's got to be effective, though, right?
Yeah.
So a 1 means nothing if you can't get a 1, right? Like if you go, okay, wow, you put some Sterno in a bottle.
Do you want me to bring a 1? I can bring a 1.
I'm good.
So question. Let
I
me
think
show
you have a 1 sitting at home.
Here's the problem, right? So I was watching these couple bourbon channels that I like on the YouTubes, and these guys are talking and rating some stuff. And literally seeing what this dude went through, tasting what I'm saying, it was the worst thing he's ever tasted in his life. And he thought he was going to go blind from it. And he still gave it a 68 out of 100. But that's my point, right? So
Wow.
68? No, I think I could do better than that in my kitchen tonight.
In your toilet.
You know?
In the prison.
Prison gin.
Prison wine.
The whiskey, the Scotch group that I'm in, we do it out of 1 through 5. And 1 would be not recommended. 2 is indifferent but acceptable whiskey. 3 is an average whiskey, would serve to friends. 4 is a good whiskey, would recommend to friends. 5 is a great whiskey for special occasions.
Well, what I can tell you is that,
Oh, I have a 5 in my head right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it out of 5.
I've got a 6.5 out of 5. Maybe a 9 out of 5.
Oh, yeah, your orphan shit or your tale of folly or whatever.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about them.
That's the sea air that helped make Old Pulteney the way it tastes.
All right, so if we're going to do it out of 5.
I'm not going to rate everything. I might give it a thumbs up or a finger up.
Well, dude, this is a podcast. People want to know, like, oh, that was a 5. He really liked that one. So,
I mean, well, I think we keep it simpler. I think we do thumbs up or thumbs down. This is a thumbs up.
Well, so here's the thing, right? And I think we've all got slightly different taste profiles, right? Like, Kevin, you tasted the Scotch Irish.
And I hated it.
You hated it.
Yeah.
I freaking
we loved it.
Right. So
Like, to me,
for
that tastes
me,
like
talking
turpentine.
about my taste profile, in that case where I love copper, I love minerally things,
Yeah.
I love salt, of course I'm going to love that. For me, just giving it a 5 is not going to tell somebody who's got a similar profile that they should go try this thing.
Well, yeah,
You know
if
what I mean?
you
Yeah,
give
I
them a
mean,
5
so-
for that, they go, oh, he likes this, he likes that.
Yeah, but
So-
then I got to remember to tell everybody that every time.
No, they just have to listen.
Nothing
They've
against
got
your
to listen.
Did y'all hear that, listeners? You're going to hit subscribe right now.
Yes.
And you're going to keep listening. And you're going to
Bingo.
forward it and share it, because the more you share it, the better the scoring gets.
They can save the episode where you just said, I like iron and I like copper and liver and salt.
So
That sounds like
nothing
a
to
song.
insult your home Scotch here. But, if I was giving it 3.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
I would honestly give it a 4 to a 4.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5. There you go. I
So
will
he's
give it a
doing
score today.
fractions
now.
4.25. Yes.
See, peer pressure makes it happen.
And see,
I think that's a middle of the road. Like, I'd recommend it or give it to my friends.
how much was this bottle?
It ranges. I actually found it at, so they have it at Market Square Liquors, right? Which we obviously know, one of our sponsors.
Plug to them, love them.
I've seen it at one of the local grocery chains that may or may not start with P and sounds like Public. Was surprised they had it at their liquor store the other day, actually. The one on the north side.
Really?
Yeah, they had an interesting selection of Scotch.
Thomasville Road, north side, or?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, I was kind of surprised. I saw it somewhere else recently too that I was shocked that it was
Yeah.
there. Like some hole in the wall.
So, range of price?
Oh, yeah, there's that. 53, so 50 to 70.
So
Really
it's a
depending on
cool
where
looking
you go.
bottle. So 50 to
But,
70.
but it's like a $55, $60 bottle.
and
I
it's
would-
12 years.
I would spend the $55.
I
So-
almost bought another one last night. Instead,
So-
I bought Bullet Rye, which was, meh,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I'm not a bullet rye, but a bullet regular.
See, I'm not a big bullet fan.
Next time you get Bullet, let me know. I'll try it. So I don't remember
Bullet
liking
and Basil
it.
Hayden.
See,
Basil Hayden's a good middle ground.
Yeah, middle
for me,
ground.
right?
I mean,
like, if I'm
we're
gonna-
not
if-
going to all jump to Woodford Reserve and all that Eagle Rare and all that stuff.
I like me some Larceny for the price point.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Old Pulteney.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
What's weird is I
good, but-
really liked it when it was cold outside. I don't know why, and this is not the first thing that maybe I should stop talking. Are we recording right now?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't stop it.
maybe it was the experience with the Sinclairs, maybe it was, the
weather.
games, maybe it was, but this is not the kind of Scotch I would look at and go take that and go outside when it's freezing cold, bro. It's going to keep you alive. I would definitely look at something like
Now,
Stone Mountain. They had the Loch Lomond,
yeah.
which is real dark. It's got a little spice, a little bit of warmth and heat. Now I have ice cubes. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Scotch sommelier.
Yes, sir.
I'm still gonna we need to call it
Whiskey
something
master.
else. Scotalier.
Scotalier.
The Scotalier.
All right. So price point. I like that price point. I
Good
like
price point.
It's 12 years, and maybe I'm goofy or it's just me, but I actually love a really cool bottle because I can repurpose this for something else. I've made this like a citronella. You put a citronella wick in there, put it out there. That is so cool,
dude.
And
absolutely,
it's really
make
cool.
Make it a
bottle.
lamp or a lantern.
Yeah. So I would give this
Great bottle.
and I know I hate doing this because it's already there, but I'd give it a 5 on all that. The taste is delicious. It's easy enough for people who are not super into scotches to still drink it because it is, like you said, it is lighter. The color, the tastes and the notes, the price point, the shape of the bottle, all that. I'd give it a 5.
So this is a special occasion whiskey for you, then.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna recommend it to people that like light whiskeys, Speysides.
Yes. It's not too
People
it's not
that
peaty.
also
Water goes off.
the water goes off, the dogs go off, the ice drops, the dogs drop. Welcome to the Scots on Scotch podcast, where nothing but chaos, baby. So like people I know that like Speysides, they like that sea-esque flavor.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a ton of it in this one, but people that like that, I think this is a really good light lower ground for it. You don't really care for it much. I saw that face you just made. We drank it. It's definitely different when you add the water,
I don't like it with the water
but
as much.
look good all around. Also, if you like monkey shoulder, it's not as sweet, but it's in that light range. So if you find monkey shoulder is kind of nice.
I haven't had a ton of scotches. I'm going to be kind
Okay.
of the blind idiot on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. So it's when you're bringing me a new scotch, it's going to be a new scotch for me for a lot of them.
I'm not counting, but I've only had 23 different scotches in my life.
Only. Well, that reminds me of our games this past year is each clan did their scotch. And I know I've told this story, but you said you had 23. I had 13 in one day.
Yeah, you told us
I did.
5 times.
I know. And I'm going to keep telling you because
Would you tell us the story again so we have a whole nother episode of it?
no, but our listeners can find that episode. But yes.
All right, real quick.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Scots on Scotch. Yeah, baby.
Scots on Scotch, baby.
Kevin, Ryan, and Chase coming at you live.
Coming at you from the empty Old Pulteney
Yeah, baby.
studio.
There we go. Better now.
It just didn't feel right
No, it
without
didn't.
it. It just
It
did.
did.
That was a good
not.
long rant, but we got it.
I love it.
We had a good.
Well,
all right.
now that we've kicked off, isn't it ceremonial for us to do a Digikin?
Did you can?
Did you
Coming right up.
can? Yeah, I
Did
needed
you
to
know?
can.
All right. So
Come on, Pupper.
since we did a very heavy Scotch intro, it's only fitting to do this. Did you know? Scotland is well renowned for its whiskey, but what few people know is that whiskey was invented in China and first distilled by monks in Ireland in the early 15th century before reaching Scotland 100 years later. So,
So I guess it's a good thing that we brought a 12-year single malt Irish whiskey this time then.
yes, sir.
Woo!
Bingo.
I just want to know, I looked over at your phone while you're reading that.
Yes.
Why is there a picture of an alien like Fourth Encounter?
Because that's another did you know? Did you know the little town of Bonnybridge has more than 300 reported UFO sightings every year?
Holy crap, seriously?
Seriously. And, it's not that far away from a bar. So I think a lot of the people leave the bar after about 6 Guinness and 4 whiskeys. And what the hell is that flying around out there? Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yep. That's why you see the little alien.
There's this podcast I listened to, and they were talking the other day about this water hound, they were calling it. And I don't remember the name, but it's an Irish water hound. And it was whole story, and apparently it has like the head of a dog and this long, slender body that's almost snake-like. And then it's got these weird orangish feet with claws and it shrieks and other stuff. And they started talking about lots of the sightings, modern sightings of different creatures and UFOs and other things. But at 300 a year, I mean, that's more than a lot of the hot spots in the United States, right? That's more than Area 51.
Reno, yep.
That's more than, God, what's the ranch? The
Skinwalker,
which is a really interesting thing.
This is almost one a day.
Interesting. Oh, that's a whole rabbit hole we can go down.
That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Scots on Paranormal.
We haven't drunk enough for that. Speaking of, my glass is empty, fellas.
It is. Shall we partake of?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you drink that Old Pulteney. You poured it. You're drinking it. Downed it. All right, let's do the opening of this. Tell me about it.
So let's do it blind again.
Yes,
Before
but I
we
mean, like
talk
you're going to do
about
the cork. Do you need a hand? Here, I'm going to give him a hand.
He wants your hand somewhere else.
Yes, babies, stop barking, please.
Bong.
And that was my
Was
dog's
that
head.
his head?
That was my dog's
That
head.
was her
hitting
head.
it.
Jeez,
She's got the collar of shame on right now.
That was a
Beautiful.
fun one.
Oh, and by the way,
That was the
this
first open.
bottle is also very blonde-ish, but on the border of amber.
Yeah. So we've got a single malt Irish 12-year bourbon cask matured.
What do you call that? A diluted honey?
It really is. I think diluted honey is an interesting.
And I have so many of these. You just wait till I get drinking.
Let's do this here. I'm sure the listeners love waiting.
Oh God, I've never been huge into ASMR, but that just got me real excited.
Hold on a second. I can't give you the bottle till I get some. It's gonna go to the other side of the room if I do this. That thing smells delicious.
Whoa. Pour that in the rum bottle thingy.
I did.
Yes.
Rum bottle thingy.
Yes.
It's called a rum glass.
Rum glass.
Sir, you unsophisticated
We might have to
charlatan.
change that seating up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of far away.
Or get you a stick that you can grab.
I'm kind of far away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that floral or fruity?
All right, the nose.
It's almost a dessert-esque nose to it.
Yes.
It's like lightly floral, lightly fruity, but definitely
Anise.
dessert.
Anise. Get in there. I swear I smell anise. You smell that?
What does one's niece smell like?
Mine.
Right on the top, out of the bottle.
Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah, that is
Anise.
somewhere between anise
Coconut
and
and
licorice.
anise.
Yeah, somewhere between
Yes.
anise and licorice for me.
Yes.
Which, by the way, they're not the same thing. Let us
They're
know.
not.
Send us the email, info@ScotsonScotch, if you need the difference explained.
Bingo.
Just don't expect a reply.
Because I don't know that we even have email going.
Even
go-
if I'm not gonna respond to that question, other than let me Google that for you, and I'll drop it in the link for you.
I love it. We'll Google it for you.
If you go real deep, you can get the caramel note.
Oh, that's right. It's on top. I don't even have to go deep for that caramel. Like it's bananas Foster.
That's what I was trying to say with the plantains.
This
and
is-
burned
you know
stuff.
what?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is bananas Foster right off the top, or a banana pudding.
Yeah, that's exactly. So it brought something breaded, like memory-wise, and I was like,
Mhm.
no, it's not French toast. But
That's banana pudding.
it's like a really good
that is
Lafayette, Louisiana, bananas Foster.
Bayou battery.
or a banana pudding.
Yes.
God dang it! Now I need to go get some banana pudding because that sounds freaking delicious now.
Imagine this with the banana pudding.
Oh my God! Hold on, I'm gonna order it. Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Willie Jules, I think, does a mean banana pudding.
I'm going to put this out there, but you've got to find a sweet old black lady to make you banana pudding because they make the best.
So it's the Pudding Junkies. I think there was
Okay.
a place here in town for a while. I think they do a food truck. I bet they're down.
Can I see the bottle real quick?
No,
Oh,
I don't want to lean that far over.
Okay, so keep enjoying it then. All right, so I'm not going to read from the bottle,
Here, hold on.
Got
but
it.
this 12 year, and I haven't even drank it yet. I'm enjoying the nose.
Oh crap!
It is. Hold on a second.
While he's
While
having
he's
a
spilling.
malfunction of his mic stand.
Knappogue Castle.
I hadn't even tried it yet. The big reveal. Knappogue Castle.
Knappogue.
You got to pronounce that. It's probably
Knappogue. So Knappogue, most likely. Knappogue. And if you're Irish and you can correct us, please do. We don't intend to
probably Knappogue.
speak without using our cheeks, but we Americans don't use our cheeks as much.
Knappogue.
I'm gonna need a nap.
if you kind of smile and you kind of keep your cheeks
That's good.
pulled back like you got a little smile. Yeah, that's not a good accent, but yeah,
Ooh.
Knappogue Castle. So it's known
Yes.
for smooth, fruity character.
Whoa. Have you tried it yet?
No.
Named after Knappogue Castle
You
in
smelled
County
it?
Clare, Ireland.
Now try it because you might want to change your order.
So Knappogue, back in 1966, there was an American whiskey connoisseur named Mark Edwin Andrews. He purchased the castle, Knappogue Castle, and began acquiring exceptional
What is
casks of Irish single malt.
There's spice in there for sure,
Oh, I mean, yeah.
but
Coconutty.
a little, like maybe
There
like
is
a
that
like
light
a
coconut air
like
to it.
Roasted coconut, maybe
Yeah.
a little char on it. But it's got a little lingering to it. It's really long in your mouth.
And it takes a while to get that back burn. It's
Yeah.
there, but it's not
Yeah, I was going to say like a little heat,
Yeah.
like tongue heat.
not nearly as much as the Old Pulteney, that's for sure. But I mean, we would expect that out of Irish, right? Like an Irish is always going to be lighter and more delicate.
What is the ABV? You covered that up.
42%. So that makes it 84. 84 proof.
84 proof. Yeah.
So it's nice and low.
Yeah.
It's nice and low. And I'll be honest, everybody gives them, they give low proof things a bunch of crap. And it's probably because in America, if it's low proof, they probably put a ton of sugar in it. But this thing is really
This is
interesting.
Really interesting.
It's nice. It's smooth. It's fruity.
It's light. Like I would expect this out of an Irish.
Compared to the Old Pulteney, it's still not as good to me.
I like this better, but I like lighter whiskeys.
Right.
So what I've started to notice is I like my Irishes a lot more than Scotches sometimes because they're lighter.
Yeah, the finish on this, the sting.
To do the inverse, I do like peat too.
Yes, you
Like one of my
smoking your
favorite for
cigar.
a while was the Lefroy
Yes, oh, God.
because it's just a peat bomb, right?
Yes. No, the finish on this is nowhere near as enjoyable to me as the Old Pulteney was. The Old Pulteney, I was
This
ready.
doesn't
I was
linger as
ready
long.
to go back. I was ready to go back.
See, this doesn't linger as long. At least in my opinion, as the Pulteney does.
I'm getting it right in the back of my throat.
The Pulteney's still sitting here, right? Like in the middle of my chest. I can still
see
feel it.
I'm still
Yeah.
getting that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
With the Pulteney, like
Pulteney's
this
still right there.
doesn't, yeah.
And
the
that's probably why I liked it when it was freezing outside.
Yeah, because it's
because
warm.
warms
It's
you.
that
Warming
warm
right in
in
the
the
center of the
middle of the
chest.
chest.
The core.
So what's interesting about Knappogue Castle is that it goes only back to 1966. This American whiskey connoisseur, Mark Edwin Andrews, purchased Knappogue Castle and he started acquiring, quote, exceptional casks of Irish single malt. Says the brand revived the tradition of single malt Irish whiskey, a rarity in a time dominated by blends, which
Mm.
I guess that's true. I didn't even think about that. Aren't most Irish a blend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Single malts are kind of an oddity in Irish. I mean, I think that, I mean, look at the McConnells. I think that's a blend. I could be wrong. I don't remember, to be honest.
So you like this one more than the Old Pulteney?
Personally, yes. This is 4.5.
Ooh, that much more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full point and a half.
See, at this point, I just put some water in there, and before the water, I'm at a 3, a solid 3.
So we're inverse.
Yes, and
Good.
that's fine. That's what makes everybody unique.
See, even on the taste, I get bananas still.
All right.
How'd that Uber Eats go?
So here we are.
I'm not waiting an hour and a half. I'm sorry.
Normal glass versus rum taster.
Where's the rum gone?
Normal glass, it's warm. Medium light mouthfeel. A little bit of heat. Not as florally. Let's try the rum taster. Oh, wow. So the rum taster flip-flops it. So you get that.
Get the nose of that.
You get the nose after the fact and on the upper palate on the roof of your mouth. So as opposed to a normal glass, I came in, it was the heat was the first thing I described because it was the first thing I tasted. I get all the kind of sweetness, fruitiness, and again, it's kind of a light to moderate with this one. I'd say kind of moderate. And then immediately transition hits the upper palate, seeps into my nostrils.
Mm-hmm. Keep
really
going.
interesting.
So this rum glass, I get
It changes the
floral.
mouthfeel, too.
It does. I get the floral right off the bat with this one. I can't place it.
On the nose for sure.
Is that like a lilac or what is that? A daisy? I mean, I hadn't gone out into a field and smelled these in forever.
What I'm reading here says orchard fruits, flavors of citrus, a touch of vanilla, soft, creamy mouthfeel, which I can agree with.
Yes.
Hints of oak.
You see what I mean about the nose on that? It's a hard floral to place.
It really is. Sorry, I need to get back in front of the mic. Yeah, and I'm the one that yells at people for getting in front of the mic, so that's
No worries. But back to the did you know, China, and this is what's coming full circle. So China invented whiskey, and then the Scotch people perfected it. And then over the past few years, the Chinese and the Japanese have been buying distilleries. Have you seen that? They've been buying and making their own bourbons and scotches, and you go into a restaurant and you see a scotch or a bourbon with the Chinese or Japanese lettering on it, and you're like,
it's Japanese whiskey and
Whoa.
Chinese whiskey. It cannot be a bourbon.
correct, because it has to be in Kentucky.
So what site did you use? Because when I asked the urinating cat known as ChatGPT, it says, no, the Chinese did not invent whiskey. The origins of whiskey as we know it are traditionally credited to the monks of Ireland
That's what it also
in
said.
Scotland.
Because it said China.
However,
There
China does
are
have a
rumors that
long
China
history.
was one, but China likes to lie.
Well, China's been around for a long ass time too.
Well, China revises their history every 6 seconds to make themselves look better.
But especially today.
So
For sure.
few people know that whiskey was invented in China and first distilled by monks in Ireland in the 15th
So
century.
how was it invented in
That's-
China
I'm
but first
confused by the
distilled?
statement. Yeah.
Because
the method,
whiskey has to be distilled.
correct. That's how you get it.
And then it has to be aged in a barrel. Well, not technically. I guess you do have like moonshine, which is considered whiskey. Or anything that's just straight out of the still is considered whiskey. You still need to be corn and wheat.
And I'm not trying to be that person that's like challenging the status quo. I can't believe you said that. I hadn't heard that before.
Cracker. Just take that. Right, this is going away. Hold on.
His mic stand, yeah, because you were trying to do the mouse pad under there. So anyway,
I forgot to bring mine.
you boys recently went to Stone Mountain, yes?
He asks as one of us cannot access our mic.
And the
yes,
other
we
one
did.
can.
We both did.
I was in a wedding. I unfortunately missed it, but I heard it was a sight to see.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a huge space.
Huge space. But the games don't have very much space. Like the actual athletics didn't take up a ton of room.
I feel like for the amount of space that they have there at the games, you're right. You know, the athletic space could be expanded because they have a lot of stuff kind of squished in.
But on top of the athletic space, they also had competing pipe and drum next close.
Yeah, they have.
And that was
like,
a big space on its own.
20 or 30 bands out there. Really good bands. Too.
Really good bands.
It was actually, side note, it was really cool to see one band had several folks with disabilities. Like one person was clearly had sight issues or was blind. Some other folks that had potential like cerebral palsy. And it was actually cool to see because they had these, for lack of a better term, a handler, somebody that walked with them and helped them marching in the parade,
Assistant.
playing, there you go. It's probably a better term.
An aid.
They're an assistant or an
FBI
aide.
handler. Yeah.
Working with,
But it was cool. And that, it's always great because you see some of the best bands, out there.
Working with one of the cool charities here in
Did
town.
they have a Scotch tasting event?
They had an event scotch or
So they do have a whiskey tasting. I think it's the Friday night. We didn't do it.
yeah, they have a Kaylee as
They
well.
have a Kaylee. They have this kind of forest area where they have all the clans. So you have to kind of go back and wander around and look for them and find them.
The forest, tartan forest.
Yeah.
How many ticks did y'all get?
0.
Thankfully.
That's good.
I think
weather
it's
was
gotten
great.
cold enough up there. You're not going to find too
Yeah,
many.
that's true. Every time I go out to my parents' house, I get a few ticks, and it's just crazy.
Well, you know what they say about that country song.
Yes, sir. I'd like to check you for ticks. Yep.
I'm sure
not
you
me.
would.
Not me. So, what's really interesting about Stone Mountain for me is Really cool drive getting up in there. You know, you start seeing the rocks and the crags and stuff in the mountain. It's at I think it's a national park.
It is a national park. I stayed with my family at the resort at Stone Mountain.
Can't hide money.
I mean, it wasn't that.
As he pulls up in his Tesla.
Good Lord. I don't make that much money, but it was well worth the money spent because it took me 3.5 minutes to drive to the games.
Yeah.
And park.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
Ours was similar. I think we were on the other side in an Airbnb that was like 6 or 8 minutes away max. It was really nice.
And then we did they had another fall Halloween type event going on that night or every night up there that we were there. And so we went to that too the next night, you know, where they do a laser show and they had a drone show and at night it was pretty cool.
That's cool. Drone show.
Fireworks.
Cool. Where was where?
It was close to actually where we were. So it was closer to the mountain itself is the best way to put it. From where we were, if you were to leave the event if you were to walk out from where the athletic fields are, take a left and you just go up that road, there's like a little mountain town thing or space they have. It's there. They have it in there. So it's kind of like theme park-esque or playground for kids and stuff like that. We, you know, when I booked the room, I paid for that as well.
We got off on another tangent,
Yeah,
we forgot. How much was the Knappogue Castle?
The Knappogue?
Knappogue.
I think it was 60.
60.
Yeah.
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 You liked it. Yeah.
It's really nice. I'm enjoying it out of the normal glass or the rum taster. This says limited release, as the castle was established in 1467.
Well, that's cool.
12-year-old with an exceptional single malt Irish whiskey made exclusively from malted barley, triple distilled in copper pots.
So exclusively from malted barley. So it is only barley.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got another couple of did you know, but I'm going to ask them in question form rather than say them because
the first one. Did we finish talking about Stone Mountain?
Yes. We're just jumping back and forth.
No, we did not finish talking about Stone Mountain.
What is the national animal?
Notice he goes anyways.
Uh-uh.
It's called the unicorn next.
Okay.
Do you know why the unicorn?
Yeah. Why?
My answer is way more esoteric.
Okay, I need to hear your answer.
I actually want to hear y'all's answer.
I don't have
It's
an
not
answer.
going to be what yours is, most likely.
Because a mythical creature
It was a mythical creature
that,
in Scotland.
that farts rainbows.
Was it mythical?
Possibly.
The,
What do you think, the Highland
unicorn
cows?
is spoken of in Ireland, Scotland, Middle East, China, Northern Africa, and a couple other places. It's actually described as having either a light brown or white body with a red head and an excessively long, like when we say unicorn, you know, you think like short little cute horn. No, this thing had a huge,
Like a narwhal.
Yeah.
like exactly like a narwhal. I think it was like 1.5 meters, 2 meters. Sometimes they can get bigger. It's supposed to be a magical animal. The esoteric answer is that it's the bloodline of Christ.
What was that? Oh, really?
That was
me.
random.
The bloodline of Christ.
Yeah, bloodline of Christ.
Awesome.
So that kind of circles back to don't throw anything at me, Sinclair's. You know, but if you know the Dan Brown,
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Dan Brown. Yes.
I'm not saying that's factual, but at the same time, you know,
There are hints
they
of
have-
fact in there.
they have proven
Mm.
that the initial Sinclairs were in fact Templars and had DNA tied to Templars. That's actually something that just came out this year.
That's awesome.
And so there's a lot of people that say it's more in that, like I said, esoteric. Call it real, call it not, but stuff's becoming real, right? So you've got Rosalind Chapel that has
What is reality?
maize, which is corn, and some other things carved in it at a time frame that supposedly we had never traveled the seas that far over to the United States. I don't remember the exact tie-in, but I know it's supposed to symbolize the blood of Christ for the unicorn.
That's awesome. Little factoid over here.
So, what's the official answer, though, Chase?
No, it just says the unicorn was named Scotland's national animal in the 14th century when most people still believed in their existence.
Probably because they were real.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm putting $5 on that.
The Highland cow.
Crisp, hard $5 bill. Imagine like a Highland cow with a giant horn.
Single horn.
You know, just.
That's cool. The Edinburgh was the first city in the world to have its own fire brigade.
Stone Mountain was pretty fun, though.
Oh,
It was,
it's a
wasn't
great
it?
time.
Awesome.
I mean, actually, so outside of the games, I'll be going back.
It's.
I'm ready
So
to go.
when you walk in,
Sad I missed it.
you hit the main entrance and you walk in, and
There's your vendors.
yeah, the moment you step in, it's like vendor alley. You look left, you look right, and there's this alley, just straight alley, up and down of vendors.
Not as many as I was expecting, to be quite honest with you.
Yes and no. That's kind of where I was year one, but this year, after seeing like what our games did and what their games did, I think at a higher capacity year, excuse me, they could definitely have more.
Now, I would love to go check out Grandfather Mountain Game,
Yeah, that's supposed to be a blast.
Where is that one?
Travel up there, like
Carolinas, but
Yeah.
who knows if that's going to happen next year because of what's
Yeah,
going on
because
this
of
year.
everything in the Carolinas, Milton.
yeah. Does it still exist? That's a good question.
It sounded like, so I talked to a couple of them that were out of North Carolina. One of the vendors sounds like it's still there, but we'll see.
It is amazing the stuff that's coming out of North Carolina. And like, I'm not even talking conspiracy stuff. I'm just talking sheer devastation.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't seen that volume of rain, those kind
Ever.
of winds, that kind of a storm ever. And then their people just aren't ready for the response.
No.
And here in Florida, we have this community building thing that we call hurricanes, where we're all like, grab some scotch and a bottle of wine,
And some
hunker down.
cake, and you're going
Yeah.
to hunker down for
Chips.
3 days.
Something's going to happen or not, and it's crappy or it's not.
We're going
and
to have
then-
a good time one way or another.
Yeah. And then,
On a
you know,
hurricane party.
if you end up with so much water that you need a boat, you see your neighbor boating down
The street.
the street going, hey, y'all need anything? I mean, it's the weirdest community building experience.
It is.
You know? But it's exactly that. It's
Well,
trial and
it'd be
community
like
building
us getting
experience, but
15 feet of snow all of a sudden, right?
We
Like,
wouldn't know what to do.
We wouldn't know what to do. North Carolina, they don't get this.
They get the snow, we don't.
They get snow. I mean, they don't even get that much snow. They'd probably be freaking out with that much snow. But like,
It'd still be
You
better
know,
than us.
we
We'd
get-
be
we
freaking
get
out
a-
in the middle of the road,
They at
parking.
least know how to drive in the
man,
snow.
man,
We'd be
get a
stopping in the middle of the
dusting
interstate
here.
and just walk off on our, you know.
We get a light dusting here on the ground, and they
Mhm.
shut the city down for it.
I know. I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, 7 years ago. they did that?
2018.
Black ice.
It snowed and had a little black ice.
There's black guys all over the road.
Yep. Black ice.
All over the road.
Gotta watch out for that
I
black
love
ice.
that
Did you
joke.
bring another
Sorry,
Scots?
I love
No,
that.
you brought the
That-
Irish.
that
Who
is-
was that? Key and Peele?
Yeah, that was such
That's
a
the
good-
Yes.
best skit ever.
Ever,
And
Don,
it's
but I
even
get
better
why
when
they
my, yes, I'm saying this, my black friend sent it to me. Just like, dude, this is
You
great.
gotta watch out for that black ice.
You know, black
Reach
ice.
out and get you.
It's really slippery.
God, it's such a horrible clip.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Yeah, well, I hope they have it. I really do.
I hope so too. I think theirs is in the spring, so I'll check here in a couple months, a month or two.
They'll probably need it.
I mean,
Just with roads and infrastructure and everything up there.
I hope they have it or figure out a way to get it done. Even if I can't go, I'll see if we can throw some money at it, man. Because this is like it's bigger than Stone Mountain. It's like twice as long as Stone Mountain too. It's a 4-day event.
So it's during the week or what?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
Okay.
or something like that, from what I understand, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Because I'd like to go.
It's a longer event, but I think it'd be a worthwhile trip.
I would
It's
fly.
a little bit
I'd
longer
wanna
of a
fly,
drive.
though.
I may not.
I would fly personally.
No, I'd still do the drive, but I'd rent a car and not.
I'm gonna
bring
say
it.
how many times you have to stop and charge up.
Well, that wasn't as big of a deal because I have a newborn. I mean, he's half a year old, 6 months old at the time, almost 7 months old, and so we had to stop every hour anyway to let him out because you're not really supposed to let him sit in that car seat for too long anyway. So
Let
you
him out so he can run around.
Yeah,
let him
on
out so he
on
can
his
stretch
leash.
out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But you're not supposed to keep him in the car seat that
Yeah.
long anyway. The stops were hour and a half, 2 hours apart. So,
I got a pregnant wife. We kind of did the same thing.
I stopped in, we left from here. We stopped in, right outside of, like, right outside Norman Park, Macon area. And then there's a Buc-ee's along the way, so we stopped at the Buc-ee's.
Love Buc-ee's.
And then drove up the rest of the way to Atlanta.
Okay.
So really, it was 2 stops. 5-hour drive, not a bad drive.
Yep.
But if I were to do Grandfather Mountain, I'd do that one solo. I wouldn't bring the whole family.
Be ride solo.
Or I would load up with a bunch of people that, bunch of guys.
We're talking about driving up there for it. They do something interesting that when we want to talk to the county more about, especially when we can have some camping at the Appalachian Regional Park for the Tallahassee Highland Games, is be able to, have the gathering of the clans, have a big bonfire, see if we can do a real bonfire, see how much the county likes that or not. But
Yeah, right. That'd be
so-
awesome.
to be able to do that at night and just have everyone marching in with the torches, and I mean, I can just imagine what kind of sight that's got to be. But it's supposed to be really cool, something they do up in Grandfather Mountain.
Let's see. Right
Wait.
now, they've suspended their patron packages.
Not a good sign.
The Chieftain patron package sales postponed, but they still have a date up there of July 10th through 2025.
And that probably means they're working through some logistics or figuring things out.
But it's only one of the packages, right? Like, it looks like tickets.
So, did you know that Chase is currently looking up Did You Knows?
Yeah, buddy.
Unless we just
Well,
So,
no, yeah.
Chieftain patron was 4 people. Highlander is 2. Clansman's 3. Or Cronsman's 2 as well. Lowlander is 2.
Scotland has a lot of firsts. I love it. All these, did you know? I'm learning
So
a lot.
the top level is what's suspended currently.
Well, there's a book that people need to get. Its title is something like How Scotland Invented the Modern World.
Yeah, no,
And how it stopped because they invented whiskey.
yes. As soon as they did that, everything stopped.
That's the second book, and it's like 5 pages, and only 1 page is half full.
They stopped because they started drinking whiskey.
I don't know, y'all. Whiskey kind of inspires me to do some shit, like a couple of books that we're
It
talking
inspires
about.
me to nap harder.
Is that a play on Knappogue Castle?
No, but it is now.
Napping Castle. Did you know the Scots have their own version of the Olympics? It's called the Highland Games. Who wrote this? What website is this? You need to be neutered. Because no joke, the world has their version of the Highland Games. It's called the Olympics. There, I said it.
25 dead brilliant Scottish facts we bet you don't know.
That's not dead brilliant. That's dead ignorant.
Wait, hold on.
Can you send me that so I can email that to
Hold
him?
on. When were the Greek Olympics?
Year 0 or 300 BC? No, AD. They were a long time ago.
When did the Highland Games go off?
Hold on, I will.
Now, I would
totally
say
pull
the
it up.
modern
15.
Olympics. Now, I would say the modern Olympics probably has a lot more pull from the Highland Games than the Greco-Roman Games. But I would put money that the Greco-Romans were first.
They weren't. I'm pulling up the actual dates here.
God.
So, the dun 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 dun. So, the Tallahassee Games. They were the
Baby
first
shark.
Celtic games that ever occurred in Ireland, 1829 BCE. They were in honor of Queen Tailtiu, the foster mother of
BC.
the hero.
BC. Yeah.
Yep,
I
she
said
was.
300 BC, but
So
wow.
she is the foster mother of the hero known as Lugh, who is also quite potentially Odin. Don't get angry, people. But
Odin's
there's some
son.
really good stuff there that ties them together. Anyways, they were early Celtic games. This is where Cuchulainn, which I'm going to postulate if you read the Bible and you find out who the family of Cain is, it's Cuchulainn Cain. Cuchulainn is the guy that we were talking about. He's known as the dog warrior. He's like the Hulk When he gets angry, he's got the, flesh rips off of his bones. No one can stop him. And then he's got the gal that has the special phrase and tells him like the sun is setting or whatever. And he chills out.
The original Berserker.
He's the original Hulk. Yeah. Straight up.
Cool. Sun's getting real low.
Side note, his name is identical to a god known in South America who was described as a red-headed god. Now, the first Olympic Games were in 776 BC.
776. I said 300.
Wow. Okay.
So
that's awesome.
What happened is that supposedly this is, the Highland Games, the Irish Games, etc., inspired that. Now, something we really have to think about is when we're talking Greece, very different culture back then than it was today. Very, very much interconnected with the Gaelic folks, with the Celtics, much more alike. And they literally have their own version, quote, version of the same gods. So they're not as removed culturally as we would think they are today. They were way closer, both ethnically, culturally, genetic wise, etc. Yeah, I'm going with the Highland Games started it all.
Okay.
We'll have to bring Francis in because when Francis talks about it, maybe it's the Scottish accent, but it just sounds so much more official.
I believe that. I mean, and Francis should be here soon.
Yeah, he's staying with me. He's sleeping in the guest bedroom. We're going to be in the hot tub together. He just doesn't even know.
Poor Francis.
Oh God, I need to send him the warning message. Warning.
Warning, my butt. He's going to love it.
We're going to have to get him some PPE, some personal protective equipment.
Full hazmat suit.
Athlete like that, he's gonna love hot tubs and the jets and everything.
Watch, he will step into the hot tub. He'll just put his hand down lightly and you just see it crumble under his grip.
That's a clean hot tub, buddy.
No. He is so strong it will just crumble under his grip.
There you go.
Why did you go right to something dirty?
Because y'all were.
No. Fair. I was talking about the dude being so strong that he'll just lightly touch it and it will collapse due to his strength. And you went to dirty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never getting in that hot tub.
Ever.
Unless we have like 8 gallons of leftover really bad whiskeys. Oh my God, did we talk about the horrible Scotch, Kirkland Scotch?
No.
Oh my God.
Which one?
Oh my God.
I haven't tried it, but Ryan has a story.
I meant to bring that. We'll bring it next time. So
pass.
He'd rather drink toilet water.
From the description I've already heard, speaking of a 1 or a 0, this is,
if it gets anything, it gets a 1 because it exists. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's all heads.
What is it called?
So it's all heads.
It's not all, but it's like it's high percentage heads. So it's Kirkland, which is Costco brand.
Yep.
I bought a handful of their things, right? They have their Bacardi premium silver knockoff. They've got their spiced knockoff.
Vodka knockoff.
They've got vodkas and a handful of other things. And we say knockoffs, but some really big companies actually make some of these things for them. Not all of them, but some of them. And so I was making liqueurs and tasting this stuff along the way, going, hey, this is plenty good for a liqueur, especially when you add sugar and it gets diluted, etc. And I said, you know what? Why don't I try the Scotch? I actually watched a video where this dude tried the Scotch, and he tried the 12-year bottle, which was like $40 for a handle, huge 1.75 liters of Scotch. And he said it was actually really good daily sipper. So I went in there. The trip was already getting expensive. I've already bought a bunch of, may or may not have bought multiple bottles of the Orphan Barrel, Fable and Folly. Got some other stuff that I bought, like Four Roses, that I wanted to try that ended up being crap. And so anyways, I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? Let me go with their $20 bottle. Their $20 bottle, Kirkland Scotch blend, should be fine, right? No joke. Like, I can drink their spiced rum and it's good stuff. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty good stuff. We popped the top and I'm like, I take a sniff and I'm just like, oh God, what is that? And I hand it to my wife, who is, because I don't have the best smell. My taste is different. She's the official, is this thing poison or not? Poison detector. So I'm like, here. She's like, oh my God, what is that? I said, yeah, right. I pour a glass. Someone else that's there with us, she tastes it or smells it. She's like, oh my God, what is that? That's horrible. They said that it smelled like acetone.
That's all heads.
And it did. It smelled like acetone and some of the other volatile organic
VOCs, yeah.
compounds that you get with the heads. So for anybody that's not familiar with distillation, you make a beer, you boil it, that boiled steam goes up, goes through an evaporator or something that lets you put more flavor in it in between, and then it recondenses. And that condensation is what we drink as the liquor. The very first parts that come out are known as the heads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's other terms for them. I've heard multiples over the years, but it's the first stuff and it's the nastiest stuff. For some reason, they're lighter. They're easier to agitate. They're less, it's probably because they're less stable chemically. And that's why they pop out quick. The middle part of all of that distillate that comes through is typically what you drink and end up with, especially with blends. So blend might have a little earlier part of it or a little later part or different runs. Then you have what are called the tails. And the tails are where all the flavor is. Very different types of flavor. Actually, there was a really fun one. If you go on YouTube, these guys they crushed up candy canes and they made a candy cane distillate.
Oh.
They didn't add sugar or anything after it. It's just straight up candy cane liquor. No sugar. It's not a liqueur at that point.
Diabetes.
And what was really interesting is to see them try from the first part of the distillate all the way to the end and talk about how different the mint was or the candy or. And so that's why some of the, distilleries now they actually have a pro blender. Some of them actually have people that's their job is to go smell this new batch and see how they put it together. So it's always the same taste. And that's why you see a lot of blends out there is because every pot is different. But when you go to buy, I don't know, give me a name of like a really not good whiskey, like Jim Beam maybe.
Oh, yeah.
God, we're gonna get sued now, aren't we?
SoCo.
God, I hate SoCo.
What is SoCo?
Southern Comfort.
Okay, no, yeah. So circling back, right? So this $20 bottle of Scotch from Kirkland that should have been decent because most of their other cheapo ones had been was horrible. And so we waited till night when we started a bonfire because you can prove whether or not they're heads or those volatile organic, i.e. toxic and compounds that will literally make you blind. Some of them can literally make you go blind. I poured on the fire. It burns purple.
That ain't great.
So you get blue at the bottom and purple at the top of the flame. And what that means is that, and this is something that I learned from an old moonshiner. Okay, y'all, I saw it on TV, but an old moonshiner on TV, he's burning his spoon. And even the guys who had the show didn't know about it. And so if you see red, any tone of red in there, it's still poisoned. It's still heads. It's still got those toxic, volatile organic compounds of those nasty alcohols and stuff in it. And so this thing's burning purple. That means it's got that crap in it because purple's right in between red and blue. Means the red and blue is combined. You get purple.
Damn.
I tried sipping the stuff. It was nasty. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a
0.5.
I think I'm going to give it a 0.5. It's probably because it'll kill you if you drink too much of it, and a 0.5 because it's somewhere between existing and not.
So this would be an interesting one to do, like the charcoal experiments with and the longer barrel age experiments with. It's only $20, so you're not out a whole lot of money.
So you're saying don't throw it away and let's play with it?
100%.
Okay, so I've got...
Use it as a paint thinner at a minimum.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, we could charcoal filter it.
I've got charcoal and I've got some wood chips.
And then you could do like a
chips,
bourbon.
cherry.
I would see if you could get some bourbon barrel wood chip and just let it, put it in a food grade safe barrel.
How many of those do you think it would take to fill up a whiskey barrel? Because we're about to buy whiskey barrels for the Highland Games. We could fill one of those up.
A lot. So hold on. How many?
40 bottles? 50 bottles?
How big's a whiskey?
It's probably way too much.
I've got half a whiskey barrel outside.
No joke. I want to buy a whiskey barrel and have people compete with that whiskey barrel. So where they're loading the stones.
So it's 200 liters.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not spitting.
And our
And then
bottles
you're-
are 750 milliliter.
No, he's buying 100. I think that's 1.75.
Okay, yeah, that's
So-
right. It's Costco.
Yeah, it's 1.75 liters, so you would need to buy
160.
160 at least to fill. I mean, that'd be
116.
over the brim.
Yeah.
That's $2,285. I can buy good quality stuff at that.
I can buy a lot of good quality whiskey for that price.
So let's
However, if you could get
keep
like,
this janky bottle then,
yeah,
and let's do some experiments. Because what's interesting on these shows is that you can put charcoal in it and it'll absorb all the nasty crap.
Yeah.
Or you can pour it over it, it'll absorb the nasty crap. You can put oak chips and things like that in it, and it'll
do new flavorings.
yeah, and it ages really quick, within hours or days, and you'll get similar flavors than you will for something that's been in a barrel for years.
So I think we're going to take a quick break. We've been at it for a little over an hour, so
Don't go away.
don't go away. And we're back.
And we're back.
Yo, yo, yo.
So I think we're going to continue on the Stone Mountain path here. So there were a lot of things that I liked about Stone Mountain. The kids area, to start, because I have young children, and bringing young children out to a games is kind of a pain unless you have a place to have them entertained.
Pawn them off.
Well, not pawn them off necessarily, but just make sure they're a little bit entertained.
I
So
think that both of those work.
yeah, well, Mom, go watch the kids. I'm going to be over here drinking another scotch.
And mom needs to be able to go, kids, go stay in the lines.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Stay
it.
in the fenced area.
Stay in the fenced area. So I will say Stone Mountain had a lot of cool things, though, when it came to kids
Mm-hmm.
events. Some of them were self-sustaining.
That was really interesting.
Yeah, like
The
the salmon fishing. That was amazing.
All right, look, as an adult,
I wanted to do it a little bit.
Heck yeah.
as an adult with a kid on the way, I looked at it and I was like, who's going to do that? And then, you know what? It went from having like no one there to like 7 kids that stayed there for like 10 or 15 minutes total. And one dad that was like, here, come on, honey. All right, we're done, to his daughter. It was just like totally.
Just self-ran.
It's a
And then they had the
fish.
lamb
It's a
toss.
big rubber fish
And then
with
the lamb
no
toss.
water in a kiddie pool.
Yep.
Okay.
And then just like eye hook, or like not even eye hooks, like rounded off eye hooks and the things that you
eyelets
hang
and
like
stuff.
eyelets and stuff like that, put into a rubber salmon. And then they had fishing poles that were fixed length, so there's no casting or anything. It's like almost like you could get a bunch of the cheap cane poles
Oh, yeah.
and just do it like that, or literally just go down and cut a branch and attach some
Huh.
fishing line to it. And they would, I mean, it was self-sustaining, like you said. The kids just did it on their own. They had things like there's a little more parental needed, or somebody watching needed. Like they had their own version of sheaf over the sheaf toss. And
Oh, yeah, that was cool. It was like a big plastic
snow shovel. Yeah. And then they were doing weight for distance
which I really liked.
and hammer distance.
Because I took a look at what they were doing, and they were like cutting 4x4s down.
Yep.
And so they looked like these huge weights, and they had them painted,
with Scottish flag on them.
Yeah. It was
And
well
they
done.
were attached to a ring and some chain, and the kids were throwing them at a target.
Oh,
Did,
yeah. And
did
they had
either
like,
of you guys happen to take any
Roman's
photos
shoulder.
of this?
Oh, yeah.
There's photos running around.
Jeez, are you my mom asking for pictures? When are you
Yes.
going to send me pictures?
Neither of y'all sent me any pictures at all.
Jesus, are you my mom?
Yes.
What's
There's a
going
way.
on, Mom? Why do you need all these pictures, Mom?
Yeah.
And then they had the kids caber toss too.
How big
Oh,
was
yeah.
the caber?
It was
About
big enough for them.
2.5, 3 inches?
They were like
3.5 inches thick.
4.5 to 5 feet long.
Yeah,
Ish, and
4 to 5 foot.
They were
long.
using like some 2x4s and sized down 4x4 kind of material, or even some of like the deck railing, some of that barn fence.
And some of them were just
stuff.
long sticks, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah, they literally had a long stick.
They had a long stick. It
But
just-
like, no joke for kids. Like, look, we have a long stick for one of our cabers. It's 65 pounds. It's really just it's a 17-foot long stick.
I mean, all this was
It's
a
perfect
like
for-
a 8 foot long, 2 inch in diameter stick.
Yeah. They were having a blast.
And they were
out
having a
there.
blast. And then what was it? The last thing that really sticks in my mind that we can do because they're closer to Christmas, so they had Scottish Santa out there.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't pull that off. I mean, and I don't think there's a Scottish Easter Bunny.
We could, since we're in February, we could have Scottish Santa show up, and instead of asking what they're getting for Christmas, they could ask why they didn't get it for Christmas. And then when they do ask that question, we can have them always divert to the parent.
Mom? Or you know, you're right, and he hands them a piece of coal. This is what you should have gotten instead.
Do you want a coal, kid?
Jeez.
And we tell them the tale of Krampus, and we tell them they're in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, if you come to our games, we're not going to do that.
We're not doing any of
joking.
that. No Scottish Santa will be at our games, hopefully.
But we have found some dead animals out there.
Well, I mean, it's
the woods.
It's the woods.
There's also eagles out there, which kill things for fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love watching the eagles.
The
fly around.
eagles and hawks and
Did we tell you all about the catfish incident year one?
No.
I swear to God. It was like the perfect part of the day. The sun had broken, the rain, had gone away. The sun had came out, and this guy's running across the athletics field from like far across the other side, nowhere near a body of water, running towards the small lake that's over there,
Running.
going, "It's okay. I can get him back into water." And he's carrying a catfish.
say what?
Jesus.
A hawk or an eagle must have dropped it.
Was he
So-
fully clothed?
So we're walking around the field, like talking to people and like almost getting hit by weights and stuff. Cause we're like, I want to know what's going on here. All sense of safety is out the window. We don't care. I want to know how the heck there's a freaking catfish
In the middle of the
in
athletics
the middle of the
field.
athletics field, gets dropped on the athletics field, apparently like right next to one of the gals as she was throwing. And so I finally get the story and I'm just like, no, y'all are just messing with us. I did not believe it until I think it was like a week or two later. One of the photographers sent us all the photos. He had the fight. He had a picture of one of them that went down, got the fish, came up, got attacked by other birds, and flying around, fighting, trying to keep this thing, and eventually drops it.
'Cause there are turkey vultures out there too.
Oh, there's a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, it's-
falcons, hawks, turkey
Falcons,
vultures,
hawkers.
eagles.
Ravens.
And that doesn't count the falcons that we have. Our
Oh,
falcon,
yeah, our
Michael
falcon.
Morrison, who does. God, I almost said shag. It's not shag. He does the Daleville,
Yeah.
Highland Games out there, Alabama.
We actually saw him at. Did we see him up at
Yeah.
Stone Mountain?
Yeah. He's always dressed so nice too.
He was
Right?
that
It really
was
is.
so tight.
He's-
I
I literally
love
need
that
to be like,
walking
hey-
stick. I need to get me. It's like ever since I saw that, I'm like, I need a walking stick.
Dude. So there's like two things in life that make me go like, I want to be fortunate enough to know that man's tailor. One of them is John Wick,
yeah.
right? Where you're just like, I want that tailor, right? The other one is Michael Morrison. Tell me who your guy is.
Right, because he is so well put together.
I don't care if he has a flat fee that's stupid expensive. I mean, I will after I drop it, but you know,
The cry once, buy once sort of experience, though.
yeah. Well, that's like Krista Crawford, Krista Hunter, Krista Crawford Hunter, Krista Hunter Crawford, Krista Crawford Hunter. Sorry.
Say that
Yeah,
she
last
times
name's
fast.
She hyphenates her name. She's with the Hunter clan here.
Okay.
She actually they do a bunch of stuff with. Is it McKenna? Having a brain fart there. Sorry. Maybe it's is it a whiskey fart? If the whiskey's causing it.
Whiskey fog.
Whiskey fog. There you go. It's not a whiskey ring or a fart or a bathtub thing. It's a
We're
whiskey
trying
fog.
to keep it nice. It's a whiskey fog. Because I mean, there's certain parts of Scotland you go to, it's foggy and beautiful.
So
I need
Krista
to get
makes
back to
these
Scotland.
amazing period appropriate pieces of clothing. We met another gal there actually at the Graham tent. Same thing. Oh yeah. A lot of money. This gal like actually does things with Hollywood.
Okay.
And so she was talking, like telling us some of the stories on the set and making some of these costumes and stuff. And Krista comes by and I was like, have you two met? And then they just started kicking it off. But
Have you met Ted?
have you met Krista? Yeah, exactly. So for anybody that has not watched How I Met Your Mother, you need to watch it. Just stick through the first season.
Yep. Just and
It's a keeper.
yeah, it's a keeper. It's well worth watching.
It really is. So she makes these amazing things too. But yeah, like if you want a yard, because she will only use the finest wool, you better be ready to drop some
Yeah.
money. And
But
for
it's
somebody
worth
that's
it.
as big as me, she's like, yeah, you need more yardage. And I'm like, damn it. What if I drop 30 pounds?
Yep. As Kevin does the belly rub, belly pat.
But I guess let's go kind of back to Stone Mountain.
Yeah, there was a lot of positives out of it. I liked the clan amount. I liked
A lot of clans.
lots of clans.
Lots of
What would
clans.
y'all have done differently or done better?
Food.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lack of food was actually
The
surprising.
options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food options were very limited.
There were 2 Scottish food vendors there. I won't say their names.
Yep. One British.
One of them was my preference. The other one, not as much. And it's probably not who you think it is. One or both of them made me sick while I was there. And so it was really disappointing to not be able to eat. And I wasn't sick. I didn't have a cold or anything. It was
No,
like
you seem pretty
I
good.
ate some of their
health.
food and was,
Not feeling well
not good
after.
afterwards. Not stomach wise good.
Mm.
Which I know you take that chance in a festival atmosphere, right?
And then
Should.
They had Sonny's barbecue.
Yep.
And they had some people that were making like roasted nuts, which were really good.
Bavarian nut, like the
Yeah. Then the
pecans
little
and
triangle,
almonds. Yeah, exactly.
conical.
Cones.
Yeah. I love those in Munich. After about 3 liters of beer, you got to get those salted nuts and the caramelized nuts and
And a
the
pretzel
candied nuts.
And a pretzel with real mustard.
Pretzel the size of 2 heads.
Crowd wise this year, I don't know if they definitely did not have as many people as last year.
Really.
Because last year it was standing room only waiting for food. Whereas this year you could walk up at almost any time.
No, when we got there, there was lines to every vendor.
I think I remember because that was Saturday 11ish, 10:30 or
Yeah.
11ish. Last year it was standing room only around that time though. I mean, it was a massive crowd of people and you had to know where you were standing and what you were doing. It was pretty chaotic.
You had the iced tea guy out there, Mike's, with the mugs.
Yep.
You buy the mug and then you get
No, Bayou Billy.
Bayou Billy.
That's
about
what it
Mike's.
was, Bayou
Mike's
Billy.
talking about Mike's Hard Lemonade or something?
No, I thought his name was Mike.
Bayou Billy.
Bayou
His
Billy.
name's Billy.
That's Mike and Billy are
And
close.
it was $1 after you buy the mug, for
Mhm.
as long as you had the mug. Just remember to bring your mug, or you're going to be buying a new mug.
Yeah.
Well worth-
we
well
finally remembered to take ours this year.
I didn't remember, so I bought a new mug.
We're gonna have to tell everybody a little plug for the Tallahassee Highland Games. If you got your Bayou Billy bug, go ahead and bring it because he's coming back.
Bingo.
Nice.
Nice.
I like Bayou
Ne-
Billy.
ice.
His tea's good.
When you say nice, does that mean no ice or yes ice?
Yes, ice.
Because that's what you'll have to tell him.
Yes, ice.
Yes or nice.
Nice.
All right, I'm making stupid stuff up.
Yes, you are.
They're cool. They make good tea, and it's just a bulk deal kind of a thing. And it's like that's your filler upper all day.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you got a good Scotch or a rum that goes in there,
even better.
Dunskies, as my brother-in-law would say.
They did have a beer line.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the ducks? The duck herding?
I didn't get to see the duck herd.
Okay, so no joke. So they, and this is something we've been wanting to do too. But it's really expensive to get the lady out, that does that in this area. Unfortunately, because she's usually teaching at that time. But with is it the border collies? Not the border collies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Border
you
collies.
can use
Yeah.
border collies, herding dogs.
Yeah. So
Sheepdogs.
she does this
Cattle dogs,
really
sheepdogs,
good.
whatever, herding dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, like she
Healers.
has ducks and she has the dogs, and the dogs take care of business. And she didn't need any special, fence lines or anything.
No.
And it was really interesting because they had all the dogs bring the ducks in, and they kind of like quartered them off where there were dogs on all sides, and she could whistle a certain way and one would act, whistle another way, the other would act, or she had a symbol and each dog knew. Like it was the only one that reacted to that. It's just really, really cool.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
dogs are smarter than kids.
A
So
lot of them are.
no joke. She gets done and she's like, okay, we're going to load the ducks up on the trailer. I'm standing over by her trailer and I'm looking up and I see this normal size trailer. You would expect somebody bringing some farm animals in. No, this freaking dog goes running by me, pulling a little duck sized trailer. A full metal trailer that's on these like big bike wheels, but it's no joke, like a little metal trailer that's
For the
like
ducks.
1.5, 2 times the size of the dog being towed by the dog. He goes up in there, loads him up. I'm just falling out at this point. Dog goes to the real trailer, backs it in,
Oh my
Nice.
Better than the average dude driving a trailer with a truck.
Yes.
Probably better than I could.
Backs it in, sits down, and stops. And so we get this great show of, no joke, I guess maybe her daughter, but the assistant, the gal that was there, opens the back doors of the small trailer to get the ducks into the big trailer. Gets all but one in that decides to just run.
Makes a
And-
break for it.
Yeah, it makes a break, and so you see all the Highland, guests are trying to like, here, shoo this way or shoo that way, and they don't really know how to handle a duck, and it's like, screw you anyways. And so it ends up running in circles around this trailer. And the gal's like dropping to the ground, having to look for it, and like, I don't know how Scottish that is, but it was awesome.
That's hilarious. That's why you have literally dogs to do this for you. Why are we doing this?
Yes.
Look, if you haven't been to a Highland Games or any festival for that matter, like that's the purpose of going, right?
Just enjoy.
We love it for the culture. We love it for preserving the history and trying to continue some things on. There's also things that are uniquely American that come out of what we do.
Chief toss.
Yep. But it's about the experience, and it's about the experience with people.
The community.
It is a community.
It is a
driven
community.
thing.
Yes. Support.
And it's just like Scotch, right? You would not have Scotch if you didn't have some people that really enjoyed each other's company and just sitting around.
Yep.
For whatever reason or topic or no reason at all.
Yep. Hey, it's Tuesday. You want to have a scotch? Yes, I do.
Hey, it's Friday. Let's get together and record a podcast.
And talk about scotch,
And
boys.
talk about Scotch.
Hey, whose idea was it to be like, we're drinking enough Scotch? And
I really don't know. The line was mentioned, and I said, "Yeah, I'm down."
I know.
I think I
that was
came up
quick.
with Scotsonscotch because I'm really good at naming stuff. Growing up, we named animals because we had a farm, so we had animals all the time.
Wait, you named animals? That's a
Pretty
better
sure I
way.
came up with that, and I can prove it.
Oh, good Lord. No dick swinging contest, please.
I'm not swinging. Like
No.
I know I came up with the term.
All right.
I've
Well,
been
there
thinking
you go.
about this thing for over 2 years.
Okay.
There you
It
go.
was a joke.
Well, it's a reality now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Chase,
We've done it.
my man.
Yes, sir.
You need a new tattoo.
I know. I need to do a Scottish one next time.
Touch up.
Do a Scottish on my butt cheek. How about that? That'll be cool.
Nah.
Hey, next time somebody asks you what you're wearing under your kilt,
Yes.
Yeah, the
now
fair.
you've got an answer.
Now
I
you
could
got an
lift
answer.
up the butt cheek side.
You
Be
could
like,
William
look at this
Wallace 'em.
Scottish flag or a Celtic knot or something.
No, I mean, yeah, William Wallace is a cool figure, but there's so many other ones.
I love that we obviously make the games family appropriate, but at the same time, can we just like moon a bunch of people at one point on the field?
I'm fine with that.
That should be part of the ceremony at the end. Like when somebody gets first place, everyone turns around and moons them,
Yeah.
in great Scottish style. It's kind of like the guy that sat behind Caesar telling him, "You're just a man," as he was riding in the parade. Like, you're just a man.
Hmm.
You're just a man.
That's a great thing for Caesar to hear, though. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
why
it
he
really
had
was.
him do it.
it really was.
You're
Tangent.
you're
Good
just a
tangent.
man.
You know what was really cool? Did you see? So they have a ton of clans out there.
Yeah.
There was this one group that you got to check them out. Clan Renaud. I'm sorry, they're a society, but they're called Clan Renaud,
Okay.
and they actually do a ton of historically accurate research on the Celtic tribes, the Gaelic tribes, the Vikings, where everybody came from, etc.
So this is a great segue
Spell that
into
R.
Clan Renaud, Nanald, which is
All right.
French.
this is a great
So spell that again.
Renaud, Ranald. Clan Renaud. These guys are building a medieval fort in, I forget if it's in Norway or
And look
Scotland.
up Clan Renaud and immediately, there it is. McDonald of Clan Renaud. It's all together.
I don't know.
I see ClanRanald as well, but it's part of McDonald.
Well, while y'all are figuring that out, this is what I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm glad I remembered. And it has to do with clans. So my
Give it to.
clan is Clan McGregor. My last name is Lackey, Lackey. It is in the dictionary, means to serve or be a servant. And the lackeys merged with the McGregors some long time ago. Well, big, huge shout out to sweet Danny. I'm going to call her McGregor, but our sweet Danny. She is a member of the American Clan Gregor Society.
Okay.
And so when she found out that I have the McGregor lineage, she said, hey, we need you to apply and we see if we can find out all the information and trace your lineage and your genealogy. And Danny's a huge genealogist.
Okay.
So she helped me fill out the application. She did most of the genealogy research, a 52-page application that I'm scrolling through right now, where she traced my lineage back, and you have to do it back to the first time it was back in Scotland, and then from there try to connect it to McGregor's. Well, anyway, yesterday I got the email that I am an approved, confirmed member of the Clan Gregor, and I've got the application approval. It says American Clan Gregor Society that I've been approved.
Nice.
So I thought that was really cool.
That is cool. Just a random offsite
So next time you speak with me, you need to bow.
Here I was about to give you some respect for half a second.
Yes.
I was actually going to be like, congratulations, that's fucking awesome.
I was waiting for you
You
to.
should
You didn't say
have
it.
that because you don't have patience.
I don't.
Mr. I named
Thank
Scots
my
and
mom.
Scotch.
I did.
Just a random question.
Go ahead, search your text records and tell me the very first time you used it.
Just off base.
Yes.
We need a catapult.
Like a trebuchet or an actual catapult?
No joke, I'm down for this.
Both. Why not?
Because, so here's, when we talk
Why not both?
Scottish history,
Huh?
how many people are not aware that Arthur was MacArthur and that King Arthur was quite literally Scottish history? We're not. The average person is just not. Right? And it used to bother me when I saw people walk around with like swords or daggers and things like that. And I'm like, I don't want our festival to be like, I just don't want it to be a Ren fair.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right, those swords are way more time and cultural appropriate than the kilt, which we only have because of Victorian era, when they gifted us the thing back. That, by the way, I think it was
outlawed.
Yes, it was outlawed. And I'm trying to remember
To
I think
bring
it
it
was
in line with the rest of society.
Yeah, exactly. And we know it's a cultural mechanism that's used by tyrants and other words I won't use right now. But side note, Clan Graham, if I remember correctly, was responsible. They get a lot of grief. Clan Graham was responsible for bringing back our right to wear our tartans and fly our plaids. And that's actually really freaking cool. And that's why we're going to have them as our honored clan and AGM. They're going to do their AGM and our games in 2026.
Oh, sweet. 26. Okay.
Yep. Got
Wonderful.
it booked.
And speaking of swords, I really want to get a sword.
I wanted to go
now
back
that I'm
to
a part of the Clan McGregor.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
really
say, I
want
want to
a
go back to
frickin' sword.
our official McGregor over here. Are you going to have a writ, like a writ? Are you going to have that put on a nice scroll?
I need to.
So you can just like, hear you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll roll it out for you too.
Do it. You better roll it out.
Let's see if I can find my
Your scroll.
Where
No,
did
I want to get a McGregor sword and put it on my pallet wall over here, maybe even a shield.
What's a McGregor sword?
It's a sword that has the McGregor crest. And
Okay.
McGregor is, I am royal, or royal is my right.
Okay. Oh, so a just a not just, but a time accurate sword with
Yeah, period.
the crest and period
with
accurate.
the hand,
Cool.
the hilt.
Okay.
The hilt has the McGregor.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was like y'all had your own style or something.
Oh, I
'Cause,
don't
like,
think so. I haven't started researching, but as soon as I got this information, like I said, I got it yesterday. I'm like, you know what? I've got the McGregor tartan and everything going with that and the kilt. I want to get a freaking sword because I will be that dude who will walk around carrying my sword. Absolutely.
So there was a bunch of us that bought these big Scottish dirks
Okay.
that they had at Stone Mountain.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, it's a really good price. And it's a Damascus blade. It's clearly mass-produced Damascus, right?
It's
it's
definitely.
Is it etched or actual Damascus? Okay.
I looked at
I
them.
could tell you instantly if
And
it's
it's
etched
Pakistani metal.
Well,
Yeah, but
Pakistani's not a horrible metal for Damascus.
It is.
Isn't that where it was invented?
So hold on. It is etched, but it's also Damascus because you don't get those kind of folds just from etching. Like there are ways to etch metal so it looks like it, but that stuff like it's Damascus because the way that it follows with the cuts, right? So if you look at the bevel of the blade, or if you look at where it changes, so from like the right side of the blade to the very back and around, I mean, everything lines up. That's not just etching.
I have several Damascus knives because I used to be a big knife collector, and I could instantly tell you if it's true Damascus or if it's etched.
Yeah, it's definitely true Damascus. It's just not a super high grade. Damascus is not hard to make. All you do is squish the metal, fold the metal, squish the metal,
And
fold
repeat.
the metal, squish the metal, and now you have Damascus. And it's a low count. So it wasn't folded a ton of times.
Okay.
It's definitely, to me, it definitely looks and feels like Damascus because there's a certain tone, that Damascus carries too when you hit it. I don't know if it's a full tang or not, or if they just welded, like a rod onto it. Some people were saying that, on Amazon, when I looked after the fact, it was $110 and I'm like, that's a really good deal. And I wanted to support the folks there that were selling them. Yeah, they had them on Amazon for like $80. So I may or may not, if it breaks, order a new one on Amazon and flip flop them and send it the broken one back.
No comment.
In Minecraft, for people that know what that means, which is kind of scary.
But speaking of that, to segue into what you were saying earlier, Kevin, is we've got to figure out your clan.
Not a clue.
We can figure it out.
Where are you from, Kevin? Are you one of the McLeans?
No, not that I'm aware of. So I've done some genealogy. Definitely Prussian.
Mm.
You got a little Rasputin thing going on.
Yeah, fair enough. There is Scotch Irish in there somewhere. It's just figuring out where. Hilt is a very English name, like Anglo-Saxon English.
Okay.
I'm going to guess what, that family did with, speaking of dirks and swords and knives. I wonder where hilt came from.
Yeah, hilt.
You guys made windows.
Wait, what? I just haven't sat down and figured it out.
So I also did that, not the 23andMe,
Ancestry.
not that, but the one where I sent my DNA. It was called CGI Genetics.
No way.
I sent that to them because they aren't one to necessarily give my information to drone people and whatever. But anyway, I sent it and I did that and I got a lot of cool stuff. It was like 40% English and then some Scottish, some Irish, and then, some Sri Lankan and, stuff like that. But that was pretty cool to trace all that back. Is it just you don't want your DNA out there?
Pretty much. That's a big part of it.
Well, it's probably out there anyway.
Don't do any of that because no joke.
I know.
All of them in some capacity own your DNA. And even if they don't, the moment they sell the company, that contract between you and that company is null and void. And Google, who's bought everyone else, 23andMe and every single major DNA company that exists now, they somehow get to magically change the contract language that you and I had with that company and go, oh no, our main company's contract language, which now states that they own your DNA. That's why we didn't sex our child. Like we didn't find out what the gender was, because first off, they had to do some stuff that's invasive. There were some huge studies that came out this year. Sorry, unpopular opinion. I don't care. That ultrasounds destroy brain matter. Right. So they literally make your child either retarded, might be causing autism. I mean, there's a whole number of implications to this study. So we're like, we don't want to do that. Right. There were other reasons why they go further back, but that was just confirmation. Yeah. So then the next step was we'll get a blood test. And they're like, well, if we do a blood test, here's what we have to do. Well, they're like, no, we don't own your DNA, but we do all these other things. And we don't want that level of genetic testing. We just don't, is what it is. So they're like, okay, we'll go talk to these companies. There's companies online that do it. Same thing. They own your child's DNA. And even if they quote don't, the moment they're bought up by somebody like Google,
Yeah,
who
of
now
course.
owns your child's DNA and can patent their DNA. I mean, at what point does it go? Do they hit a point where they say, oh, you had a child, we now own your child? Because that's our genetic property from two people whose DNA we own. I know it sounds crazy.
No, I get it.
But you give it 100 years when we live in a technocracy.
Yeah. See, I know I don't have that much longer.
So the surname Hilt is primarily of German origin rather than Scottish or Irish.
Mm-hmm.
It is of Germanic, Austrian, Swiss origins. It comes from the Germanic word Hiltja, meaning battle or warrior. It's the name often given to someone with a strong or warrior-like disposition, likely
That's
reflecting the qualities or values associated with the bearer's family or region. The name also shares roots in Old English word hilt, refers to someone that makes windows.
Are you serious? Like, what the fuck?
It's someone that handles a sword,
Yes.
which refers to the handle of a sword. I can't believe you actually believe that.
No, just the pregnant pause, like,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Oh my God. Yep. So sword maker, sword wielder.
maker. Now,
Actually, no, sorry. It says someone that handles a sword or sword wielder, potentially an occupation.
warrior,
That's awesome.
knight, something like that.
So yeah, you got to
Now
trace it.
I've
You got
got
to trace it back.
Ford. I've got Palmer.
You've got Ford in your line.
Yes,
There's
there's
a little
Ford
Henry
brother.
there.
What?
Little Henry.
Probably. That was my grandmother, and I haven't been able to trace her back much
Grandma.
on my dad's side.
Her name was Henry.
No. Barbara.
Barbara.
I'm not going to say anything else. And then, I've got my mom's side. There's Palmer. There, and yeah.
Okay, so the next episode, what are we thinking for whiskeys and scotches?
I don't know. Scotch?
Scotch. I've got a good sherry scotch back here. We need to try a Glenfiddich.
Sherry cask.
Sherry
Scotch.
cask finish, correct?
Let's be clear.
Yeah. So
I
we
mean,
could
I'd be
use that
down.
one. We could use that one,
It'll be
and
fine.
then all we need is an Irish.
You guys do the proper 12?
Absolutely. I gave him several bottles of that. Well, 2. Come here.
Honestly, it was kind of meh.
I think it's better than Jameson.
We could. I'll totally do a tasting of.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
I'm down. I mean, we can do. Let's do the Glenfiddich.
I'm down with that.
I'm down.
Prediction.
Uh-huh.
I do not like the Glenfiddich.
Yeah, I mean, could go either way with me. I'm not a big sherry drinker.
I don't know if it's a family origin or history thing. I don't know. I'm joking when I say this. Not joking when I say this next statement. Anything that starts with a Glen, for some reason, even if I taste it blind, I don't tend to like.
Smell a challenge.
I smell a challenge also because I'm totally like, I want this to be corrected. I want to find a Glen something that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But like, it's really bad when you smell one of them and all I can think of is, an old locker room. So hopefully this one's not the old locker room model.
I did this tasting at ABC Liquor a little while ago, and I stumbled upon this one. Whoever decided to put scotch and tequila at the same table should be shot. But they did, and I tried them both.
Tell that to my wife who loves the both of them.
Yeah, and I tried this one. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was only like $49 or something. It was crazy. So I'm excited to taste it.
So far, okay, so next time we're going to do the proper 12. Is it age 12 years?
No.
No, it'd be the oldest. So that is a blend.
Yeah. So the
So
oldest,
the oldest
is 12.
would be 12. It could be anywhere from 8 to 12, usually in the scotch like that.
I'll be interested to see because I used to like it as a good, okay, kind of intermediate level for me. But like I said, there's been some bourbons and scotches in my recent history that have kind of ruined everything else for me.
Oh yeah.
So I'll be interested. We'll try that again. And then you've got the Glenfiddich Cherry Cask.
Oh yeah.
Is that what year is that? I'm not a year king.
I think 12, maybe 18. No, 12 or 8.
Okay.
Something like that. It's literally over there, but I don't feel like getting up.
I don't blame you.
So what all, I know we're only a few in, but so far, so today we did the Knappogue Castle.
Old Pulteney.
Old Pulteney. I'm sitting here with the McConnells teasing me because I really liked that one
We did
from
McConnells.
a couple ago.
We did the
Bruichladdich,
classic laddie.
the classic laddie with Bruichladdich.
What Irish did you bring that time? That
That's
one?
the
The
McConnells.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. We did the Sexton Irish.
Sexton.
It's funny if we had like a recording
We
of
had
these.
the.
Yeah, we might be able to go back and listen
we need
to them.
we need to go listen to some of these. We're gonna have to start making a list.
Totally.
Yes. IT
So
guys
what-
can use your
What
computers.
was that one that you brought that was really good?
Glimmerange.
It was was it Isle of Skye or something like
Yeah,
that?
that was pretty good.
It was like a 10 or 12 year, really cheap
Yeah,
bottle, but it was
Isle of Skye. It was
really
Isle of
good.
Skye. Yeah,
it really was.
it was. I tried it in the little taster bottles, and you were just all over it.
Oh yeah, dude, I almost bought a bottle the other day,
So
like at the store.
fair enough.
I think it got like a 94 or 96 out of 100 at some big thing.
So, all right. So we'll do that. And then we'll just delve into more did you knows and maybe some Scottish lore. Because I know Ryan wants to talk about that because he can talk about it for days. I love that about him.
Yeah, we need to talk
We didn't
some
talk.
of these Scottish heroes
Yeah.
because everybody knows.
That's definitely
couple
something
of
I want to get more into in the podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think it's really cool some of the things that are done in the Scottish cultural communities. I also don't see us talking a lot about some of the more like some of the other very impactful Scottish
You know,
heroes.
You always hear of Burns Night, but there are so many others that you could choose.
Robert the Bruce,
Robert the Bruce is the first one that came to mind.
the guy that screamed Scotland in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
So I mean, right there.
William Wallace,
Yep.
who they say was like 6'8" or 7'2".
Giant of a
Not
man.
the
sword.
5'8" that Mel Gibson is.
I mean, and then you could even go like strongmen, like
Well, look, we've got Donald.
Denny.
We've
Donald
got Donald Denny, who saved what is now a cultural heritage
Yep. The Denny Stones.
monument, and one of the biggest strength challenges of Scotland are the Denny stones.
Mm-hmm.
700 some odd pounds
He
total.
really kept stone lifting alive in the country by accident.
And we have women that are lifting these 700
Yeah.
pound stones now too.
That's a combined weight.
The
of two
first
stones.
woman, Jan Todd, that lifted it, and then I think the second woman to ever lift it was recent too, like 2020 or 2021. Tiny gal too. Like there's some incredibly strong women. They're usually a little thicker or stronger. This tiny gal comes up and just like bloop.
Yeah. It's amazing because obviously there's a certain position and way you get into it and you hold them and everything, and they just lift it up. You're like, holy cow! It's like a Mini Cooper engine. You're just lifting up right there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got so much in the history, right? We've got stuff like we've only really, I've teased at some of the, the esoteric histories and stuff of like Rosslyn Chapel, but there's just some incredible stuff there. There's massive monuments. There are many castles and lots of things that we have across Scotland that we need to talk about them more.
Yeah.
So we'll start getting those on the list. We'll definitely be drinking some scotch still.
Oh, 100%. That's the whole point.
And will we have eventually like a Q&A?
Yeah, I mean, I think we do that times a year.
Yeah, because I mean, we also
We'll
can
open up
take
and-
comments from people about what they want to hear.
I mean, we'll look at the comments. We'll
Absolutely.
like and share.
I'm all about it.
Eventually, we'll get video in here, and you'll be
Are we
able
going
to
to
see
score
ours.
comments? Are we going to score comments?
Yeah, we can score them. And then we're going to have some special guests on soon. So that'll be cool. And I'll be doing my episode from my massage chair.
Oh, that's right. Special guest coming up here
Very
in
soon.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe a few. I don't know how many episodes that's going to be, but a couple of weeks out. Francis Brebner, 25
sir.
time world champion, caber toss world
Caber.
champion, hugely known in the Scottish community, president of the International Highland Games Federation, literally responsible for bringing, games back to some places in Scotland. Of course, he works a lot with the community and stuff, but can't wait to have him on. If his Scottish accent doesn't make you, excited to be Scot, then
It does.
you need more Scotch.
It does. I could literally have him read me a bedtime story every day for the rest of my life. I would be happy. And I'm man enough to say that.
Maybe we should get him to record some of this.
And you know what? He is sleeping in my house that weekend, so he doesn't know. part of the rent is I'm going to have him read me a bedtime story. I'm going to put a little chair by the side of my bed, and he's just going to have my little night light out. Yep.
Is Francis going to wake up some night? You're like, Francis,
Read to me.
Sleep.
I can't sleep. You need to read to me again. Yes, I love it. He
Read
doesn't
to
know.
me, Francis. Awesome. Well, I know we got some more special guests that'll be coming on. We'll tease that out soon.
We
Until
love
then.
having you guys listen and support us. We're doing this because we love Scotch and we
Like,
love talking about it.
Follow, subscribe,
Yeah, like, follow, subscribe,
share,
get the word out.
consider contributing or buying some of our swag on the website.
Yep.
A lot of things brewing, pun intended.
Oh yeah.
And we're on a journey here too, right? Everybody's got something they know. We've got things we don't know. We're on a little bit of a journey here, just trying to build something, keep some culture and heritage going. So if you like it, click like, share, let the people in the community know. That helps way more. You don't even have to buy something. Just get it out there. Help us get it out.
Yep.
Because you're not going to get rid of us that easy.
Nope. As long as they're still brewing Scotch and distilling Scotch, we're going to be here.
And as long as the soundboard that we bought still works,
Bingo.
and I still get a paycheck and can buy another one if it goes down,
Yep.
Amen.
we're still going to
All
be
right.
here.
Well, we love you guys. Keep tuning in. And until next time, Scots on Scotch. Scots on Scotch. Yeah.